All right, let's get started. So today, I am going to try to hack on some ASP.NET SignalR, and I'm going to try to build a collaborative drawing application using HTML Canvas. And well, if it all goes well, we'll upload it to the cloud, and then other people and I can draw on the same canvas together. So, so let's kind of type up what we're going to do today. So, to do. So we'll take a look at SignalR. Install SignalR. And then we'll have to figure out how this canvas thing works. So draw on canvas. And then we'll upload it to the cloud. And then we'll try it out, I guess. So I think that's kind of what we're going to do today. So give it a try here. All right. So here's SignalR. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll open up VS Code. To open up a new terminal. Make that big. We'll go into source, Twitch, and we'll create a folder, I guess. We'll call this SignalR Draw. Something in here, so we'll go .NET New, Razor. Actually, let's create another folder in here. And we'll do .NET New in here. And that will create a new .NET application. And let's open this up in VS Code. There we go, we're in. So pretty simple application. I think what we're going to do first thing is that we will install SignalR. Let's find that on NuGet. And we want, it's tricky because we don't want this one. This one's actually the old, the original SignalR. But what we want is the ASP.NET Core SignalR. So I think that's this one right here. So to install it, let's grab this command. And we'll just stick it in here. And that's going to install. I'm going to say yes to adding the .vs code folder so that we're set up for debugging. And we'll also do a restore, although the restore was done when we first installed the NuGet package. So now we should have SignalR available to us. I think there's only a couple things we've got to do to get SignalR working. And we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll go and actually read the code. I think the first thing we're going to do is create a hub. So let's create a folder called Hubs. So SignalR clients, which are the web browsers, communicate to each other through hubs. So what we're creating here is basically a file. We'll call this a draw hub. And then a namespace. And that's going to be SignalR draw. And we will call the hub, we'll create a class. And that class is going to be called draw hub. And we'll also make that public. And I think this thing needs to, let's make it a little bit bigger as well. I think this thing needs to inherit from hub. And it doesn't know what hub is. Hopefully we can bring that in. And we can, so we just added using for SignalR. So I think that's kind of all we need. So let's create a method in here. So each method that we create on the hub is going to be available to the clients that use the hub. It'll make a little more sense later if you haven't done SignalR before. So let's go public. I think it needs a task or something. And then we'll just call this send. We'll just send a message. It'll take a string, and that's all it's going to take. It doesn't know what task is, so we're going to bring that in. And we'll make this async. And I think we just go await. So because we inherited it from the hub, we should have access to this thing called clients, and we do. I don't like having this there. And we'll just send a message to everybody. So we'll just basically echo the message to everybody. .all .send async. And we'll just call this a new message. And pass along the message. Oh, and this is not JavaScript. So we need double quotes. So new message. That all works. It's going to compile. So I think the server side is basically set up. So the next thing we got to do is bring in the SignalR, I guess, client-side libraries. So I think there were some instructions on how to do that on this page. Oh, hey, Cecil. I didn't know you were sending me all these messages. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got to do all this stuff. Thanks. I guess I would have found out when I ran it, and it would have been very sad. So thanks for that. So I'm going to hop in here. We have to register SignalR as a service. I think it's probably, hopefully it's add SignalR. That would only make sense. And it is. And I think we're going to map some hubs as well. So we already created a draw hub. So see that right here. We'll go use SignalR. And then I think it takes a thing. Okay, it takes some sort of a builder. And make that thing go away. So this thing is going to go builder. I don't know what this thing does actually. So let's use IntelliSense. We're going to map a hub. And we need a path. So I think it's going to be, let's call it draw. Hub. It's called draw actually. And we'll map it to, I think it's a generic, the draw hub. Like that. Is it happy? Now is it happy? Okay, it looks kind of happy. Yeah, sorry, Jeff. I don't have a SignalR shirt. You want to send me one? All right. So that should work. So we need the client-side libraries now. Cecil, do you know the best way to bring that in? I know they're recommending NPM here, which is what I will do. But then I find that a little bit gross. Oh well. Because now I got to set up something like Webpack or Gulp to copy my files over. There we go. So we will do we'll do an npm init first. That's all good. Sure. And now we're going to go npm install SignalR. That's going to bring in all the client-side libraries. Here we go. And actually, that's a good point. I didn't think to look for a CDN, but I guess there's no CDN. I don't know if anyone saw my last or 2 streams ago. That was a long time ago. But I actually use this thing called JSDeliver to turn any GitHub repo into a CDN. So technically, I can actually dig around here and find the generated JavaScript here, if it's anywhere here at all, and use JSDeliver to point to it and use that as a CDN. Not recommended if the person basically owning the repo doesn't know you're doing this, because they may actually move the files. But that's definitely a possibility. But anyway, I think our npm install is complete. So now we should have a node modules folder. And of course I didn't save it, which is the whole point of me. Actually, does it save it by default now? I think it does. No, I lied, it doesn't. All right. Let's do it again. Just so it writes it into my package.json. Now that's there. Oh, it did write it in. I just didn't see it. All right, never mind. All right, so now I got these files here. I'm going to do something that probably not supposed to do. And that is, I'm actually just going to copy these files. We'll create a lib thing here called new folder called SignalR. And we'll literally just take these things, copy, we'll just drag them in there. Oops. There you go, installed. Again, not recommended. Probably want to use some kind of a JavaScript task runner do that copy for us, but this will do. Oh, you found a CDN. Sweet. Perfect. Thanks, Cecil. Now how do I copy that? Let's see. Let's try it out. Okay. So I'm going to go up to my little Twitch window here. Thank you, Cecil. And let's go to our home page here. Index. And let's drop it in. like that. Oops. And source equals, and then remove all the spaces. That's good. So that's there. So now I think I got to copy some code. I think there's a quote that's not closed here somewhere. I can't type without IntelliSense. Right there. All right, so the best thing to do, I think, is to go into these samples and go find me. I think the sockets one has a pretty simple one. If not, then something else. No, I think this chat sample may have a good one. W root. Nope. Oh, this is still classic ASP net MVC. So we'll go find home. Maybe somewhere in here there is, oh yeah, this is all the good stuff. All right, so we need a connection. So we'll copy this much. And we'll like the rest of it. I don't think we need to specify the transport type. Let's do the bare minimum. So actually, let's go wild. No semicolons. We'll draw. And then what else do we do now? So that's going to create a new connection. And then do we care about closing? No. We'll want to listen to that message. So basically, we want to listen for a thing called new message. And we're going to receive a message. And here it's going to log out the message. Actually, if we're going to do that, then we can actually do a shortcut here. Let's log out the message. And then what we'll do is to start the connection. Well, that was easy. Okay. So right now we're only going to listen for one type of message. It's called new message. And we're going to log it out. And if there's an error, let's go console.error. And that should log that out. So, oh, and we got semicolons here. Get rid of those. All right, so we're good here. I think that might work. Is it going to work? I guess we'll find out. Step 5 and run it. What I would expect to happen is that a connection gets set up to my hub, and we can hop into the console and send messages. Let's try that out. Oh, what did I do? Oh, geez. Okay. This is Razor, so I gotta escape that @ sign. Lovely. Is it double @? I'm hoping. Let's see. There it goes. All right. Stuff's happening. We have a page. No errors. Let's go to the console. It says we're connected. That's a good thing. So let's do something here. So we have a connection. And I think what do we do to send stuff? Is it invoke? I think it's invoke. And, oh man, I don't know the signature. Oh, I do. What is this? Oh, because I've tried this before. That's good. It actually remembers my history. So I think the one that I have is actually called send, and we'll send a message. Just go hello. And you can see that we got hello echo back. So which means if we actually go new browser, drag that over here, we'll copy this. Nope, not you. Paste that in there. And we're going to the console here. And we basically do the same thing. Paste that in here. We should see hello show up in on both sides. Nope. Let's try that. And there we go. So both browsers receive the message hello pretty much instantly. So that's good. So we have a hub set up to relay messages back and forth. So I think that part is doing okay. So that's about as much as I've tried with the new SignalR Core. So anything beyond this they'll be a little bit challenging. We'll see. But the next thing that's going to be even more challenging for me is actually got to figure out how HTML5 canvas works. Well, thankfully, I have these docs. And then if the docs don't help, then we'll Google. All right, so here's my page here. How do I get rid of all this stuff around it? Oh well, we'll just use what's in the middle here. So we'll just do a div. And then here, let's stick a canvas. We'll name it. And this is going to be called like draw canvas or something. We're going to stick styles. Okay, I'm going to be bad and stick styles in here. What should we do? What should we do? So let's RTFM. Does it tell me how to use a canvas? So a canvas has height and width. Good. I can do height and width. We'll make that like, I don't know, 500 px. Do I use px in here? Let's see. And then we'll call width equals, we'll probably go like 800. Let's color it so that we can see it. Because I think if we do it right now, I don't think we can see it. Let's go back to the browser. This browser, refresh. So I assume this is a canvas. I can't draw on it yet. But could it be magical? So let's just quickly go draw canvas. And it's like a background. Let's stick a background image on it. And we'll call that, like, I don't know, gray or something. How do you spell gray? With an E. All right, let's flip back. So our canvas is there. Okay, cool. So that's good. So I guess we don't need that anymore. How do you comment stuff out? Not like that? No? Pound? No? Oh, it's, geez, okay. That's not it either, come on. All right. I don't know my shortcuts yet. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do next. So let's figure out a draw on this thing. Beforehand, I looked it up a little bit. Everyone does it kind of differently. So I figured I'd kind of do it my own way. So it seems like this is kind of what you kind of do. And this one called line, draw line or something. Draw line. Nope. Line. Line 2. Okay, so this looks like something I want to do. Let's take this and stick it over here. We'll get the element, and that's going to be called draw canvas. And I'm going to grab the context, which is good. Begin path, move to. I think that's all going to kind of work. Assuming, why is it filling it? I actually don't want to fill it. I think there's one called stroke or something. This one. Right, begin path, blah, blah, blah. I think this is the one I tried before. So we'll fill that in. Get rid of this. So let's see if this does anything. Absolutely nothing. I got the canvas. I got the context. I'm going to go to there. Draw a line. That looks pretty good. So I think the next thing that I want to try is it because it's a white line? No, it's not. What is the problem? No errors. Does anybody know how to draw on a canvas? Let's go back here. Let's make sure it's not this if statement. Oh, geez. Does anyone know what I did wrong? Didn't actually invoke this thing. All right. Now do I get a line? Hey, we got lines. Catch is not a function. Catch is not a function? Why are you telling me this now? Try again. Oh yeah, I think it's because I was the way I did the parentheses there. That's all wrong. Okay, so we know how to draw a line. How come I drew 3 lines? Oh, because it moved 3 times. So if I went here, does that actually just draw 1 line? Okay, that draws a line. Okay, so these are the things I got to do to draw a line. So now we're going to do some simple stuff here. So we got a canvas. We're going to grab the context. And then I got to do something here. Canvas. I have to attach some kind of event listener. So what I want to do is, it's like computer science in like grade 11 for me when I was doing turtle draw. So I'm going to keep a little variable here called pen down, and I'm going to set that to false. And I think this is going to take a, so when the mouse is down, I think it's an event of some sort. Nope. And then we'll put a, so we'll just go pen down. And then when the mouse is up, we'll go pen down equals false again. And then somewhere in between, we're going to start drawing lines. So, so here we're going to be, I think it's mouse move. Yeah, that's right. It's Sarah Drasner here. My page would look so much better and work. Maybe she already has a code pen for how to draw on a canvas. Let's see. So we're gonna go, if the pen is down, do stuff. So I'm gonna do this stuff. So I need a starting point. So maybe I need to keep track of a starting point too. Our previous, let's call it 0 and 0. And then when the mouse is down, actually whenever the mouse moves, we'll set the previous to, well, that wouldn't work either. I'll just set it down here. So set the previous to, I think it's in the event. But it's not telling me anything, so that's no good. Time to Google. JavaScript, mouse event. I don't think that's right. Well, maybe it's right. Okay. So I think it's page X and page Y. Oh, I know the problem. Let's see. So I don't know what I'm doing here. That should be X. That should be Y. X is ev.pageX. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we have IntelliSense because I'm actually typing the right things. So every time we move, we're going to record the previous. So we're going to go from previous.x, previous, no, wrong one, no, .y. And then we're going to move the line to the current place, page X. I think this will mostly work, but it will be offset by a little bit because the canvas doesn't start at 0. Well, actually, I should say that it might just fail miserably. Let's see what's going to happen. I'll back over here, refresh the page. I still get that black line there. Oh, look at that. We're drawing. Sweet. Can I draw more? Seems to be totally offset. Oh well. Okay. So now I think I just have to do some math here and then I'm good. So let's see. I think I gotta minus the offset X, v.offset Y. Same thing. Okay, see what happens there. Nope. So it's not the offset. Oh, because it might be I think it's the canvas itself. Yeah, sorry, Jeff. I'll push that to the cloud soon. Or just come over here if you're in the office. EV dot. It's not EV. It's in my canvas. Hopefully this thing has an offset. It does. Okay, maybe this thing. Save that. Hop over here. Refresh. Come on. Oh, I totally broke it. All right. Canvas dot offset. Oh, it's top. Oh, I didn't get the right stuff. 50. It's top and left, I guess. There we go. That was way off. So X would be left. Left. And this is top. And we're good. All right, come on. Please work. Yay, we can draw. All right. Okay, so we got this. Now let's clean some stuff up. We don't need this anymore. Kill all semicolons. This thing can actually be simplified. Actually, you know what? No. We'll probably do more stuff in there later. Kill all semicolons. All right. So now we should just have a blank canvas that we can draw on. Cool. I kind of want this a little bit lighter. Where do I go lighter gray? I'm going to just go, that should do. All right, lighter gray. All right, sweet. Happening. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Oh, I could have totally used your JavaScript help earlier. But look at this, we can draw. So that's cool. So we're drawing. So now what we want to do, stop this thing. Now let's go back to the server side. And we have our little hub here. So now let's go public async task send. We'll just go new stroke. Is that a stroke? What do we call that thing? It is a stroke right there. And it'll be like kind of like a from and to type of thing. So is there a thing in .NET called point? System drawing, is that a thing? That kind of scares me. Let me just define a point. Or not. Start, and then we'll call it point. Come on, you can do this. And that essentially is all we kind of need. We don't have a class here, so we can generate a new class called point. Sure. What does that do? It's actually generative file. That's not a class. SignalR draw, and then public class point, and then we have an X, and we have a Y. We're good there. So start and all right. So we just have to tell everyone but myself. So basically, the client's going to call this thing. It's going to call new stroke. So if I sent all, then I would get it myself, and there's no point because I already drew the line. But I want to tell other browsers about it. So I think it's others. And then we just send async on that. And we will send async with the method called new stroke. And we'll call it, we need basically the start and the end. And I think that's kind of that going to work? Oh, thanks, Cecil. So system.join doesn't work yet. Is there a point, kind of a struct that I could have just used though? There must be somewhere in the .NET framework. But anyway, I think that's gonna. I might do something. I don't know what's gonna do. Run that, and we'll just test it out a little bit. So over here, we had a listener call new message. I think what I want now is just we'll call it what? Let's call new stroke, and I do have to do more here now. So I'm gonna get oh, geez. So it's gonna get a start and end, and I'm just gonna go console.log. What is in JavaScript, like backticks? And start.x. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to log out. The start, just to see what the heck's in there. And no semicolons. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Down here, I'm going to go connection dot. No, it's invoke, and we're going to call it new stroke, and then we're going to pass it call x equals 1, y equals 1, and we'll go x 2, y 2, and oh, nothing happened because I told it not to send it to itself. I'm hoping that was the problem. Let's try that again and see if I got the message. Oh, I got a message, and it's 1-1. Perfect. Okay, so it's talking to each other now. Things are happening. I have 25 minutes until my next meeting. Let's get this thing done. All right, so we can draw. So now that I've drawn something, I gotta go send it over. So connection dot invoke, and we'll call new stroke. And one thing I gotta check, it's a lowercase, so it does do camel casing over the wire. That's good. And we'll call it. That's going to be a bit of a mess. Okay, x will be. Okay, that's getting pretty nasty here. We'll start equals x, and then this is the start. And this is the end. And here's the end. And here's y. So we factor that out a bit. So now we go start.x, start.y. And this one would be end.x, end.y. And now let's go start and that's just going to be magical. Okay, so we sent that. Yeah, so let's see what happens. So let's Let's log out both of them. That'll be like start.x, start.y, start end.x, end.y. So let's log all of them out. So we'll see if the strokes are coming through. Let's refresh this. We'll refresh this. And here we go. Let's draw. Oh, look at that. We're connected. All right. So now we just gotta, and then if I draw over here, oh no, here we go. Now I got some numbers over here too. Okay, so this is gonna work, I think. Oh. Okay, so we gotta extract out this thing because this actually draws a line. So is there an extract method here? No, I have to type for me. All right, so function draw stroke. And I need a start, I need an end, and stuff in here. Like that. And so that's gonna basically draw something. So here I'm just gonna say draw, start, and end. That's good. Let's make sure they still work. Refresh, refresh, and we'll draw. Oh no, see, broke it. Oh yeah, because it's called draw stroke. Refresh, refresh, draw. What is going on? Connection is not in the connected state. Oh, okay, it wasn't ready yet. So that means that what I needed to do is actually move all the stuff I was doing inside of the then. We'll deal with that later because I just want to see this work. Oh man, I'm gonna skip that meeting now so I can finish this. All right, let's get us to a happy spot here. Okay, so we're drawing. So now all I have to do is come over here when I get a new stroke, I just draw a stroke. That's just gonna work. Fresh. Oh, look at that. This is amazing. I think we're done. Ship it. Wow. Oh yeah, does it work over here too? And it does. Wow. So cool. Okay. We can play with this all day. Okay, let's do something crazy and publish this to the internet. I might regret this. Because I'm using the CDN, I actually don't need my node modules. Delete that. Goodbye. And also, this thing I moved in here earlier, don't need that. Goodbye. So we got those. That's all we need. So we need a git ignore. I'm gonna add a git ignore. I think it's called like Visual Studio Code or something. It's not gonna add enough for me to, where's my git ignore file? Created in the root. The root of what? Oh, right here. That's not enough. I need more. Is there a .NET one? There is one. C#. I think it's called Visual Studio. And I'll append. So, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. So hopefully that ignores enough stuff for my .NET application. Let's hit the root. Actually, that's not really at the root. Darn, I'm actually going to move this out one level. You know what? That's going to work right now, though. Or is it? Might not. Let's see. Let's close out of this. I just want to be one level up. Get back into code. This might have worked anyway, but I just want to make sure. I'm going to boost my get ignore outside. And probably want to read me later, all that stuff. Okay, so this is good. Initialize my repository. Initial commit. And make sure that I have just the files that I want. Looks good. Still a lot of files. We'll push that somewhere. Right here. Repositories. New. Oh, hey, Brian Liston. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to come in the next stream because I got to get this thing done by 12 o'clock. So this thing is going to be called SignalR Draw. If I can type properly, I'll create a repository. I will grab all this stuff, get commands I don't understand. Yes, no, not now, don't ask again. What if I say yes? Well, don't ask again. That bad? That don't ask again like forever? Hope not. Okay. So I did that, so let's go back in here, paste that in, and we'll push. And it's gone. So now it's going to go to Azure, go and create myself a new web app. We'll call this SignalR Draw. That's good, that's good, that's good. I already have a service plan, I'll pick that one. Sure, App Insights, it's free anyway. Take that, great. All right, so in a couple minutes, maybe 30 seconds or so, I should have a new place to push my app. And then, come on, you can do this. So now that it's pushed, let's make sure that it's pushed properly. It's there. Done. All right. Let's hop over to my new web app. I do have to enable things. I think by default, WebSockets is off. Is it? Yeah, it still is. One day we'll turn it on for reals. Okay. Let's turn that on. That's good. Wait. So now let's deploy this sucker. With my GitHub. Waiting. What is it doing? How many repos do I have now? Might be trying to pull down 108 repos. Well, there it goes. No results. There you go, SignalR Draw. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now it's going to deploy. This might take a few minutes. So what do we do in the meantime? Brian really wants those. Brian Brian Liston really wants those colors. Oh, you need a license? What license should I choose there, Cecil? GPL3? Is that what people use these days? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to add that now because that's going to trigger another deployment. And I really don't want you people to use it, so I'm going to put the most restrictive license there is. So that's deploying. So I think it's, yeah, it'll probably take another 10, 15 minutes or so to add colors, Brian Liston. So we'll have to wait for next time to do that. Let's hop over back to my browser. Keep an eye on my deployment. Still deploying. First deployment. It takes a little while to build SignalR Core. Oh, that is pretty smart there, Brian. Liston B. Pseudocode. Yeah, I kind of want to figure out how to do presence and all that stuff too. Get people's names, colors. And I was just waiting for a long time. Let's see what's there right now. Absolutely nothing. My deployment. Come on, you can do this. Well, how's it going? Let's play some more. Oh, did I lose my other page? Oh, yeah, I killed my web server anyway, so I can't really play with it. We'll just have to wait. Come on, how long is this gonna take? I think it's gonna happen. One more minute, maybe. You can do it. Let's find my page again. So yeah, I think next time what we're gonna do is we'll drop a little drop-down box or something to select a color, or as Liston B was suggesting, we'll just assign somebody a color when they join. That's probably a better idea. And then just include the color in the message, and that's really all we need to do. Still building. A lot of stuff going on, I guess. This is a really big app, that's why. Lots of JavaScript in here. Come on. My app is up and running, but it's not the app I want. It's actually a little dangerous to put this out on the internet. And also the other thing I want to do is give the ability to clear the canvas. And also when you join, it should show up what people have been drawing already. So again, stay tuned for next time. Meanwhile, just waiting for this to finish. It's working really hard. Oh, nice. We're actually advertising the Tech Summit here. So I'll be in San Francisco presenting on ASP.NET. Maybe I'll actually put this This is one of my demos. Actually, probably not. Would be fun though. Come on, please finish. Listen B says, assign, then you can add a function to let them set a color later. Whoa. That's like V2 material there. Not MVP. But I like what you're thinking. Maybe if I stop looking at it. Oh, there it goes. It works. Okay. So people go there. SignalRDraw.azurewebsites.net and draw some stuff. I'm just going to leave this up. Let's take a look if it's actually working. Seems to be doing stuff. Oh, dang. People are drawing. Careful what you draw. It's G-rated. So cool. Hey, is anyone on a, I'm on a Mac here, so I don't have a touch screen. Does it work on the touch screen? I'm guessing it doesn't. Yeah, Clarkio. Jeff King, it's the Jeff King. What is happening on there? I guess there's not really a way to clear the screen. But anyway, I think this is a good place to stop. It works. I might need to stop the site just so people don't draw things on there while I'm away. But we'll try to stream again in a couple days to add those other features, like what Listen B was saying. But until then, thanks for joining me. This was fun. I can't believe this worked. Yeah, until next time. Bye, y'all. No more drawings.